Okay, so earlier I talked about home being our sanctuary, right? And so this is sort of a continuation on that video. And I guess I'll start by, as women, we are the high priest of our homes. Um, and traditionally, that's how it's always been, right? So when I talk about cleaning, it's much deeper than, um, scrubbing floors and all of that. And when I talk about, it being prayer, um, it's more than that, right? I mean, what's more than prayer? It becomes lifestyle. It's hard for me to look into this video here because I'm so used to um, I am so used to the audio, and when I'm looking here, it throws my spirit off. So that's why you see me glance up to come out of self. And when I watch my videos over, it kind of looks strange. But just so you know, that's really what it's doing. Maybe over time, I'll be able to catch the spirit looking, it's like kind of looking in the mirror, which is kind of vanity to me, you know? And I don't know where God has taken me with this thing, but there's one thing I don't want it to become is vanity, and also that whole narcissistic place that I see, us getting into the whole, and the ego is, sometimes you don't even realize you in it till you in it. So, um, I'm cautious with this thing, and really trying to let Holy Spirit, um, lead the way. But in terms of cleaning, the sanctuary being our home, it's really the first church, the true church. I mean, this is our temple, right? It begins here. So all of the work is here first, and then, you look outside of yourself. It's the internal focus first. And then it goes into your, the next temple is your home, your space. So like right now, this entire world is my home. And we'll get into that. But your shelter, your space, that's your home. And as women, we are high priests. We're leaders of setting the tone um, of the home. We set the energy, we set the atmosphere. The home, if you walk into a home and it's crazy, it's some crazy in here, because it just is. Um, and if it's peace, it's peace in here. And so when I tell God, and look, I'm not perfect, but when I, thank God for a peace that is truly beyond all understanding, because in some places I should be very just crazy, but He has given me a special peace. And if you walk into my home, as He has given, you know, many of us, Holy Spirit rest. And I don't know what just came and sat up beside me, but it was loud. But is really doing something. He's really doing something. He is really doing something. But so cleaning and cooking, all of that is um, us putting our energy into our home so that, everyone who enters in, who rests there, are well, are well. And so cleaning, and when you feeling out of sorts, I mean just off centered, I tell you, it's really best for you to let babies make some sandwiches, or pull out some live vegetables like this. But you got to teach them, because they'll be like, Mama, what? This is live okra. But it's beautiful and wonderful dipped in hummus. But I eat it just like this. And when you eat live food, I ate like this for 3 years straight. The high, I don't do drugs or drink, and I don't even take an aspirin. I'm ill natural. Um, and right now, there's some work that I need to do with my body, because I feel, the sinuses, as a lot of us do, there's stuff in the atmosphere. So I really need to do some internal cleaning on my body, on my temple. And it's coming, but eating like this. But anyway, what I was saying, when you're crazy, your energy's off, and you're not feeling nasty attitude, don't handle your food so much, because that's energy. That's energy stirring the pots. And oh, it's a mosquito in here. I hate the mosquitoes, you guys. But it's in here, and a big juicy one at that. It's right on my feet. But sorry about that. But when you're feeling lovely, when you're feeling amazing, not only do you cook, put your hands in it. That's what big mamas used to do. Put your hands in it and pray on that stuff. Bless your babies, bless your husband, bless your family. But when you're not, do quick and serve, quick and easy serves. I'm not on into the whole fast food deal serving your families, but right now it's some great restaurants out there, and Uber delivers and all of that. And we still have to be careful with all of that, because the same holds true, right? It's folks handling the food. But the cleaning aspect of it, I'm going to go back there. Like, for me, started many years ago, because I lived in Washington, D.C. in a one-bedroom apartment, and we walked everywhere. My daughter and I walked everywhere, and because that's what people did, and that's what we do. And but I'd see pneumonia out there on those streets. I'd see stuff, and I don't want that in my on my floors, and then it ends up in your bed. And so, it's best really to take your shoes off, and buy your guests house shoes or socks or those kind of things, because really you're then taking it into your bed, all over your house. And we can't be, there's some that have the illness OCD. I'm not like that. I'm talking about wellness, and, um, you know, that's what it is. And then there's the energies, that thing you don't see that you're bringing into your home too. So that's cleaning and all of that. Um, but yeah, we're really the high priest, and we certainly set the tones, and it's all about energy. Um, and if you start your babies young, with the whole process, I have also even cleaned and cleaning, and just hearing God's prophetic message come through. That thing that you see your child in trouble, and I never clean. That's the one thing. Sometimes your kids' rooms are messy and they need to be messy because they're going through, but you got to lay down grounds where, okay, this is the clean up your room day. But, sometimes it's just, are they running hard? Right now, especially basketball, football, all the stuff that they're doing in robotics. And I got tutor today, and I got, all of that stuff. If that's going on with your kids, I hope so. Because we got to keep them busy and involved and engaged with things other than these phones and stuff in the street. So, and we got to do it early. But there's times when, because there's energy in your home, and God will start giving you, he'll tell you exactly what your child is doing, right? Um, and I'll get into that. I got a serious story about MySpace, and I caught the message. I knew it was a scary place for my child to be, and it ultimately was. It was serious situation with my daughter in MySpace when she was younger. Matter of fact, I might bring her on and we'll talk about it together. But yeah, just being a high priestess of your home. The other side of that, if you're ever in a situation where you're living with someone else, that thing is with you. You cleaning their homes and blessing their homes. Praying. I cleaned this couple's house. I was staying there for a minute, and I mean scrubbing walls and floors and praying them through, and also hearing how mighty and strong and powerful they are in the spirit as a union, but that ego can become their problem. And so I think they're like an Aries and a Virgo or something. So, you know, I know it can be tough on them, but they're fire, they're beautiful, they're amazing. But God gave me that. It's clean. And they were on vacation, and I stayed there and I cleaned their spot up and felt all of that. The other thing is, sorry, because there's a big old juicy mosquito in here. The other thing is say when I do that, but is if you're ever without shelter and this becomes your home, all of that, you'll find yourself picking up. I see the Eleanor Rigby's. I'm familiar, very familiar, more familiar than you know. And picking up, cleaning up Mother Nature, or I was at a community center, and this sister, I knew exactly how she carries her home. She was wiping, she's homeless, and she had I don't haven't been able to talk to her because I can see the trust issue, and she wears this long garb from here to her down to her feet, even in the summer, with boots on, and she's beautiful sister, and she was in the bathroom, cleaning up the bathroom, um, and that's what we do. It's a very deep process, but you are who you are, and that thing travels with you. So even that's why I say, the masks and stuff we put on, the makeup and the clothes and all of that, that's a lie. It's a lie. And even our smiles on our face at times, smiling faces and all of that, it's eventually going to be exposed. So we got to be real, and we got to practice that thing out. Who do we want to be? Who are we? Be yourself, your highest self, your true self. And it starts here, dealing with those issues within. That's some work, right? It's a lifetime, actually, for many reasons. There's layers that go with healing one little issue, and I'll talk about mine eventually in terms of abandonment and what that thing has done. Once you think you're free, and you are, but then there's stuff that you triggers and stuff that, and I'm over that. But you still get those little things reminding you of that feeling you had back then, and it's something. So the other side of it is, keep yourself clean, keep your home beautiful, and all that stuff is, it registers outside of you, and it attracts all of that within. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. It's seen, right? It's seen. So that's what God is talking about. Be real. I just got fire all over my body, from my head to my toes. But yeah, we got to be the high priestess of our homes, because that's who we are. That's who we really are. And everything around us gets blessed. And if it doesn't, the one thing, sweet honey, I wish we could play music, because I'd have some hot stuff. Does a song called "Our Children Are Not Our Children." It actually comes from Khalil Gibran, the prophet, um, and then they put music to it. That's a bad song. And so they have their journeys and all of that. Don't feel disappointed, and don't struggle when they kind of go on their own pathway, or they're having their challenges, and you putting it down in your home and all of that. Just keep putting it down. We just got to keep putting it down. So trying to think if that's all. And it's not. Never is. Same thing with prayer. You at church on Sundays. The true church starts here in your home, and that prayer has to be long, 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 or more than, the few minutes you have praising God on a Sunday and a Wednesday Bible study. It's continuous. It really is. Um, so I can't wait. Um, I I see my new home. I do. But I'm loving nature. I truly am. I'm loving nature and all that God is bringing me now. This here is just a moment. I'm grateful for every moment. The joy, the pain, the heartache, the blessings, the fire, man. Because on the other side, I promise you, it's truly golden. I see it. It's how diamonds are made, the sparkle. Twinkle, twinkle. And don't let nobody call you crazy. Well, no, they're going to call you crazy. Smile and go, okay. But understand that you're God's child. He calls us peculiar. We're special. Here, it's real. So yes, keep your house clean. It's your sanctuary. Keep your family healthy. All right. Be well. Be loved. Peace.